Here we go. So there's me making a coffee, playing a few games, and yeah, my father was going through chemotherapy at the time. I fucking miss him. Yeah, a lot of that. Really sad moments. Moons. So it was auspicious, or should I say, very scary for me. And I visited my dad a lot at Concord Hospital. And, you know, these moments, yeah, I don't wish cancer on anyone. Seeing my father fall over, there's some doctors in training visiting my father. There he is. In some ways, he was functional. Otherwise, was really sad to see him deteriorate. Ah, God, you know, he loved doing karate, and you know, playing games to cope with things going on in my life. My father fixing up jeans, which I had to throw out. But what do you do, Yeah, Soda Stream. I used it a bit while my father was around, but you know, I'm glad I took enough video of me and my father. You know. There's some space stuff in here. You know, I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen of Asgardia, and I'm also a carer. My father, feeling very cold. That's no doubt from the organs shutting down. You know, me doing a lot of cleaning. Me sitting in the air conditioner. Me going with my Father Warren to hospital. Me playing a few games in between. Some funny moments. Walter shared that with me and I just couldn't help but laugh. Me at Kira's New South Wales. Me playing the game Prey. And I got a Saturn V rocket. My father would talk a lot about the Saturn V rocket and how the moon landing was a very influential point in time in his childhood. And there's Greg Smith. He's a very dear friend of mine. Anyway, UFO related stuff. So there's interesting developments. And Greg got me a gift card for editing and filming an event. Accordance Bible software. Oh yeah, I got a Christmas present from the landlord. There's yeah, we'd watch a fair bit of movies. My dad loved bread. Oh my God, that bit, you know. My father putting insecticide down, you know, back there. And he was doing a lot, you know, but he wanted to live an independent life. That's the thing. And, you know, as a carer, sometimes you have to step back. You can't always be in control. Yep. Me playing games. Air conditioner will always fill up with water. We didn't have a hose for it to filter it out there. And we're renting as well, so that kind of contributes to not doing certain things. You can't change things in the house to your benefit, you know. My father practicing karate. Oh man, this one he's getting really just very tired, you know, tired, very lethargic, you know. Me backing up, digitizing photos and things like that. which I still need to do. Sacred geometry. I got my father a circulation booster, but that didn't really help at all. Me eating grapes. I rented a Mercedes for a bit, and met up with Greg. I was supposed to get a V8, but didn't get that, unfortunately. We're dealing with automation and all sorts of stuff at the moment. Look at that. Me doing more washing, hanging out with my dad, my dear father. My father was practicing karate before he died. Oh dear. There he is. Last day on earth. See you, mate. Yeah, Greg saw me, on the last day sort of thing. Me coping with the loss of my father, watching movies, and there's a funeral director from the Salvos, watching documentaries, and yeah, I spent some time playing piano and, getting out of the house, and I was one of the last families to receive $500 for funeral costs from Our Lady of Nurses here in Sydney, Australia. So I know that there's people struggling out there with $2,000 funeral costs or even more. Yeah, no doubt cremation is the way of the future. My father's been cremated. I know my grandmother, my father's mother, was cremated as well. Helen Mary Farquharson was her name. Yep. Me just going out, just generally going out. Last days in Belmore. Me doing a job search here, looking at through some old photos, and yeah. Oh, that vegan related things. I went veggie for, I changed eating habits while I was my father passed away, and I was just growing really weak, so that's why I'm not full vegetarian. But maybe in the future things will work out. Things will be better. People have talked about something called vitamin B12. Which the vegans, vegetarians need to supplement. A lot of the numbers you're seeing, repeating numbers, 12, 12, 5, 5. During the time my father was having cancer and all this sort of stuff, I saw these number repeats, and I felt like God, the powers that be, are looking after me for some reason. 1, 2, 3. I found out that means work through the process. 1001 was another angel number. I've looked up these numbers, and some of them call them angel numbers or number synchronicities. Angel numbers are a bit more touchy-feely. At this point, I was buying myself a nice meal once a week, and the rest I had to really eat cheaply. And I had issues with those noodles. Yep. Uber Eats, and me playing a bit of piano, and training to upgrade my license. There you go, 1, 2, 3. I was looking for a rental place because the rental place we were living at that time, after my father passed away, I couldn't support it, renting that place by myself. I had to look elsewhere. Yeah, tough situation, and peaceful things. Seeing all this stuff, peace. My father passing away was sometimes a bit strange to process. Good old Greg being there, supportive. When you're down and have a good mate, that's mate for life. Anyway, putting some stuff away, packing up, home, found a place, and had to throw out some things. It felt like destruction. Destruction of an old way of life. Second day bus driver evaluation, cracked it, and that was another sad moment. Me leaving Belmore forever and moving into a 1-bedroom. Imagine going, not 1-bedroom, but like a tiny apartment with a kitchen and all that, from a 2-bedroom with a kitchen and all that. So I had to really pick and take, and yes. 1, 2, 3, me getting the loft bed, trying to expand the options. I was really inspired by the tiny house movement, where you can maximize space and really give yourself a life. That fellow, he helped me get the job at CDC, a son of a bus driving couple, I'm grateful. Yep, I love kayaking. That stuff's cool. Haven't done it in quite a while. That's, I think, my last Centrelink payment. I'm not too sure. I think yeah. No. This is when I was in job search land. Somewhere in May, my carer's payment ended, and anyway. Something, what is it called? What's that men's thing? Anyway, there's Greg again. He runs Men Care 2. Here's me at Foundry at Seven Hills in Sydney, Australia. That's the main office for my work. I got the piano, but I haven't, I just don't have the room to play it. I've got stuff all over it. Eventually I'll have to move out one day. Here's me at Carers, New South Wales, me doing more driver's tests and trying to get forward, and me doing the usual sort of stuff, me getting fitted out for work. 111 VB, having some dinner, cooking some dinner, having some baked beans, 6:30, doing some scanning of documents, first day at work, and getting all the relevant training with Hills Buses, or Comfort Delgro. It's also known as CDC, but at that time it was Comfort Delgro Cab Charge, but now it's completely Comfort Delgro. It's a multinational Singaporean company with large amount of vehicles. I didn't know that a couple of months ago. Parramatta, Rouse Hill and Castle Hill, those places are really developing. There's someone I need to work with. What's his name? Michael Ryu, and we'll be working together on some things in the future. Me at Camellia Depot, 444. I had to take a taxi to work. I was running late, so I did it. Parramatta, there's me, I think, finally driving by myself, maybe, I think. But I'm with a mentor, I think. Yes. Anyway, walking to Parramatta, I've takes about half an hour walk from Parramatta to the what's that one, that particular depot, that was Northmead. I stayed at Northmead for a bit, got the work clothes. I certainly felt different than walking around with a safety vest. And Joseph, awesome guy, loved him. And he's that was back at Parramatta. There's me and Ian at this Lebanese gathering, church he goes to, and me going through roundabouts, and old Mercedes. That was a funny situation. Okay, so me checking up on buses, Rouse Hill's really developing. It's part of the Sydney Metro Link. Dumplings, yes. And me and Parramatta. Yep. Lady Tough. I wonder if that offends anyone. Okay. Dural. Yes, we're getting training for a special thing. There was this big Wallabies versus All Blacks, so Australia versus New Zealand, and New Zealand won again. Yep. Yep, that's the Rouse Hill area slowly getting together and developing. It's amazing. Like my father said, everything changes. Everything you see here will one day be gone and there'll be something else. Yeah, you're true. And yep, that's me eating. Yeah, oftentimes the vehicle shots like that, I'm sitting, not driving, and I'm with a mentor. Yeah, very reflective toilet. I've seen some very unusual toilet technology and situations, of course. Yep. Always catching up on TV shows and one thing. Oh, I was surprised to see Cass. Yeah. I knew he was in the in that Mad Max film, and he's an actor that featured in one of my last projects at film school. And I really do wish him the best. I really do. Did you notice that hexagon? I noticed a lot of this geometry. That's another thing besides sacred, angel numbers. Sacred numbers or sacred geometry. Oh yeah, birds admiring themselves. Yeah, funny toilet issues. People crouching on top of the toilet seat. Yes, me having a bit of munch, doing a bit more training. Here's me at Camellia. We're next to a concrete recycling place, and here's me in Parramatta, and me going to work over a bridge, big scary bridge, and Station Link. Yep, got some uniforms for that. And yep, there's my outfit, and one of the workers that I met at what do you call it? Chatswood. And yeah, there's this big fire every time we drive past, and feels like something out of Blade Runner. Oh yeah, man, that was crazy. Well, that's it for that year. Over and out.